I am 15 years old. I am fighting with my mother again. We are parked in front of the 1960s brick rancher that we live in. She slams the car door. I slam the car door. Out we go. We're going up to the house. My mom whirls around and she says, Amy Lynn, do not get married and do not have children. You are too selfish. She's absolutely right. I am 34 years old, and I have forgotten my mother's good advice when I see my future husband. Oh my, is he handsome. All I can think is, make baby with man with jaw, make baby now. I did marry him. We did not make baby. He has 2 children. They are wonderful, all grown and lights of my life. Instead, I devote my energies to teaching. I teach in a public university in the South, and I love it. My colleagues are wonderful. My subject matter is forever interesting. I teach theater. My students, I adore. As a friend once said, they will break your heart. It is sometime after Columbine and Virginia Tech, but before COVID and ChatGPT, I'm teaching in chemistry lecture. I don't know why. It is a gray, beige building that is just deplorable, but that's fine because it makes me the most exciting thing in it. There is a door up right, a door down right, a huge granite table in the middle of the room. A bulldozer couldn't get rid of that thing. It's a chemistry lecture lab. There's a sink there and a bunch of buttons. I don't know what they do. The students are filtering in. I see them. There is that kid who has not washed his clothes in a week and is going to sleep in the back row during the entire class. There's a baseball player with dreams of the major leagues. There's a sorority girl who's just been inducted. Her feet barely touch the ground. There's a chemistry student who is wondering why in the world he's in a theater appreciation class. My favorite student, down center, she's read Hamlet more than I have, and she's ready to answer every question. Tonight, it's Aristotle, the poetics, plot, character, thought, diction, music, spectacle. Before I can get myself together and get to the front of the room, I look up, and at the top of the stairs, there's a masked figure. White viscous fabric covers his head, black jacket, black pants, black shoes, white glove. He stands there. I hear the kids gasp. Their eyes widen. They don't move. I don't move. I am frozen behind that table for 3 seconds. And then that thing that happens, that always happens when I am surprised and afraid. I am flooded with anger. How dare he walk in and scare my students? I move around that table and I fly up the stairs. I turn to a student and I say, dial security. I move all the way up. He's gone. We wait. We collectively exhale. There's laughter, there's loud voices. I walk down to the bottom of the lecture hall. I regain my presence and I ask them, are you okay? Are you all right? They assure me they're fine. I begin. Aristotle said that tragedy is They interrupt me immediately. Oh, no, we're not fine. We're not. We have to go home now. I tell them that they have missed their opportunity and that they will be here with me. So I teach the class. At the end, I give them their homework, they gather their things, they leave. I cross the quad, I walk straight to the theater building, and I do something I have never done. I interrupt rehearsal. My dear friend Shelley and my colleague is directing, and I pull her out. And I cry, and I cry, and I cry. I shake. I make sounds that only dogs can hear. She pushes me out of the building. She doesn't want her kids to hear. She lets me tell the story. I calm down. She looks at her watch and says, Amy, I got rehearsal. I said, of course you have rehearsal. Go. I'm okay. Standing there, I realize, what if he had a gun? What if he had a gun? What would I have done then? Would I have ducked behind that table and hid? Would I have exited stage right? I don't think I would have had the courage to cross in front and chase him up the stairs. I'm not that brave. Or idiotic, I don't know which. What I do know is that those kids are mine. They are mine, and they are at risk. They are also resilient. So, we will live with the knowledge that we are fragile, and we will go on with our lives. University police did catch that guy. It was just a big kid playing a stupid prank. That night wasn't a tragedy, not even close. It was a lesson. It was a lesson about how ephemeral it all is, how utterly precious. So my students and I will cherish the good times. We will survive the bad, and we will do what we do. I teach plot, character, thought, diction, music, spectacle. Tragedy is an imitation of an action. Theater has a beginning, middle, and an end. Thank you.